All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? There's a lot of new stuff to help equipment decks, and we hope this will work. Now, we are going to be playing a lot of new dwarves, so we'll see how it works out today. We're going to start with one Erode, just as an extra removal card, a couple of restoration magic so we can protect some stuff. We have Dwarven Mauler, which honestly I think is one of the better drawers for these decks, just because reducing the equipment costs by 2 on a lot of things is pretty amazing. We do have Lava Spur Boots, just a couple, but we can go search for these. A couple of Aldebert Steiner is a way to get some extra life if necessary and give us a big body. We do have Cloud, of course, one of the ways we're going to be searching for things. We have Keely, the Resourceful, is a way to let us draw some cards. I wanted to play more of Keely, but part of the problem is just that it's a 1-2 and really nothing else. It kind of needs other cards to work with. But we do get to play 0 for equip costs and all other stuff, so there's a lot of benefits to playing this card. We do have some Chainsaw because it's good removal, obviously. 3 copies of Thorn Oakenshield, and while Thorn doesn't actually do anything for equipment, it does make all your stuff Ward 1, which is super nice, and the card itself has Trample, so if you put a couple different pieces of equipment on it, could be important. For Firion, the Wild Rose Warrior, this we've played in previous versions. Giving all of our equipped stuff haste is really nice, and occasionally getting a second copy of something. We do have 1 copy of Samurai's Katana, 2 copies of Iron Man Armor, and it's arguable that maybe the other katana should also be Iron Man armor, mostly because while this does make a creature, the Iron Man armor is cheaper to equip and give something flying. But Thorn Mountain King, now this card, I would argue this could be a 4 of in this deck. If there's something else you want to replace to play another one, it's this card, because this might be the best card in the deck. It's a 3/4 Trampler, but when it enters, you can put any number of equipment on one creature, and then when you do, you can have that creature deal damage to something else. It's actually really, really good. And then for Leyline Axe, since we have ways to reduce cost of equipment or get stuff equipped for free, this is actually really nice to have. So hopefully we at least get this in our opening hand more often than not. And then 1 copy of Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. Hopefully we have something that has haste or whatnot and can get in a real big attack with Gilgamesh. But yeah, that's what we're rocking today. If you haven't, though, I got to remind you, go check out our friends over at ManaPool.com, mostly because you can get a free $5 credit by just using my referral link that's in the description or in the pinned comment. And honestly, they have the best optimizer for finding the cheapest price on cards in the fewest packages. So go check it out, save yourself some money, and support the channel. But all right, let's go hop into all this and see if the dwarves really help enhance equipment. Okay, let's keep it. All right, Leyline Axe down. Actually, I just realized Keely the Resourceful doesn't even look much like a dwarf, huh? Kind of wild. Never really thought about it till just right now. Keely the Resourceful's probably dead. I mean, I get it if you gotta get rid of it. Oh, now they're just slow rolling it. Sure. Because why not? Oh, the opponent's so slow. Like, I don't even know. Before this game even started, we had to wait, like, all the way down to the end of the rope to even get this game going. Which, no problem. I mean, I get it. You gotta think through plays and stuff. But, like, when you obviously left mana open to kill something, and I'm tapped out, like, what are we doing, you know? I will admit, though, these games are kind of tough to edit sometimes. There has to be a lot of cuts and everything, just so it flows reasonably well for y'all. And it just doesn't feel like a mess. Alright. Equip up. We got the ward on ya. Oh, wait, cancel. We can just, trample and haste. Oh, we don't have... Yeah, we can do it for 1. Yeah, let's do that. And then this is free, so yeah, it's just equip up. We got all the juice for a 12 ball. All right. I mean, it's all we can do. Don't have a second white land. Can't even consider playing Cloud. So we have all our eggs in one dwarf-shaped basket right now. All right, Moonshadow. You will definitely be putting stuff in the yard. Please don't have Requiting Hex. Oh, well, now anything that costs 2, you can still get rid of. Oh, well, that's not nearly as bad. Now it's just game, right? I mean, I guess I could remove equipment with something, possibly, and block. But otherwise, that's it. Yeah, because even then, you either get rid of the flying or you get rid of the thing that gives double strike trample. Yeah. All right. Oh boy, no equipment hand. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to mulligan these, but we're going to hope to get lucky. It's kind of a terrible plan, but, you know, oh, and we drew the most expensive of the equipment. Okay, well, things happen. Got to play through it. Flow state. Well, there's going to be a lot of spells in the opponent's yard, I imagine. Okay. And this is where we start getting into the counter turns? Nope. Well, counter here, I guess. Alright, that's fair. Nope, they're just going to do that. Okay. I'm assuming we're not going to be able to force anything through between stuff getting tapped and returned to our hand and all that good stuff. So, let's try Leyline Axe. I mean, I'm assuming this is getting countered, but we'll see. Yep, there's a 3 steps ahead. Makes sense. I don't know if we have a realistic out. I mean, maybe if we get one of the... Okay, this helps. I was just about to say, get one of our equipment that can give stuff ward or whatever, so it's harder for them to tap things down. I'm like, maybe we can work our way into something that makes sense. Iron Man armor would let us fly over the top. Let's go with Lava Spur Boots. And just try to draw a card. So I imagine even a land is reasonable here. Okay, there's Thorin. That also gives things ward. And then I guess we try to equip. And then we try to equip. And then we let them decide what they want to tap down. Is it going to be Aetherize? No, not even that. Okay. Yeah, then I don't know what's going on. They're drawing a lot of cards. I mean, they've gone through a lot of cards. Yeah, I mean... And I guess you return everything to our hand? I mean, I don't... What are we even afraid of right now? I mean, we play Thorin, give Thorin haste. This is when a dwarf or an equipment. You are a human. All right. Just trying to think. If they play the guy that tapped dudes down, it's going to be tapped anyway. So do we care? All right. I guess I'm going to go with Thorin. Because I can still just move the equipment over for free. Have another hasty body. So I figure, why not? Submit 0. Don't want to target our own creatures here. No benefit. Alright. Yeah. Try to attack. That's highly suspicious. I'll attack with this selection of things. Because I don't mind Cloud or Thorin really getting picked up. Because we can replay the Cloud. What is this situation right now? I mean, it has to be Aetherize or nothing, right? Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the only thing that makes sense. It had to be Aetherize or nothing. So we were correct. Do I just want a second Lava Spur Boots? I think so. And we'll just... equip for 0 onto... I guess, Keeley. Flow state again. Sure. And this is for the first equip we pay, right? Rather than paying the first equip ability. All right. Okay. Oh, so this was a mill deck this whole time? Oh my gosh. Sure, man. All right, you can bounce one more thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I had this deck confused. I thought it was like an Is It Spell Elementals deck. This was one of the blue, mono blue mill decks that we've seen. Usually you see more of their bounce spells, but the goal is for him to use this guy, put a bunch of stuff in your yard, then eventually just use the silly equipment to make you mill half your library or whatever, or cards equal to what's in your graveyard. So yeah, I guess we could have played more freely there, but we were right about the Aetherize. So we got a little lucky there, but overall, not too bad. All right, we're going to keep it. Hope these cards do something. Greedy Freebooter. Card you tend to not want to remove. I mean, we will if we have to. But usually your opponent also just wants to sacrifice them for a benefit. What is this weird avatar dude? He like... What is he showing you? Is that like a pot of meat? What is that? Opponent, I'm trying to look at your pet. What are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue what I'm looking at there, actually. Amusing, either way, but I have no clue what that's supposed to be. Alright. We lose one, they gain one. I'm assuming this is something to do with sacrificing a bunch of things, looking at these two cards. We're going to need some tramplers, some flyers, some life gain would be good. We have a lot of things we're going to be on the hunt for. Yeah, no blocks, you got it. Now they're going to sacrifice stuff, draw some cards. Helps us out with their chainsaw. Nope, they're going to remove our Mauler. I would understand if you did, opponent. Oh, they're maybe debating on if they want to use their treasure or not. Because if they don't have land... Okay, they're going to do it anyway. Fair enough. I'm here for it. If their goal is to sacrifice, I mean, our chainsaws are just going to keep getting larger, so that's kind of cool. I think I need to play... Do I want to just play Thorn by himself? I kind of do, because I want to be able to unlock Cloud, is the thing. And if I played Furion this turn, then I still can't cast Cloud. I'm back to just playing Thorn next turn, so it's fine. They're going to sacrifice another thing. All right. Makes sense. Are we still losing a Thorn? He's a sitting duck right now. Nope, there's a Forsaken Miner. Opponent is playing Efficient Beatdown is what they're doing. Okay. So we can play Cloud. We can go searching for probably a chainsaw. Just double checking that's what we want. But yeah, I think I'm going to go chainsaw. Either way, it was going to be some equipment we could actually cast so that we actually got to where we have the story thing, and then it's harder for them to target our stuff, especially when they're on 2 lands. Blood Gash, you got it. That can't block, so we're not as concerned about that card. I dare you to target it. I mean, we could still just get beat down. Like, we also got to be real about the situation. All right, opponent is digging, but these chainsaws are getting quite large. Oh, that's perfect. So we're gonna... Oh, that's 3 to equip. For some reason, I was thinking they were 2. Oh, well, either way. Still getting in there. That's a big hit. And we can protect a creature, so seems fine. Sure, you have a blood gas. Man, if they wipe the board, I am going to regret not getting the... Oh, okay. I was thinking to say I was going to regret not getting one of the boots. Alright, now that they paid for it, we will go ahead and protect our creature and gain some life. Alright, we should be good to go from here. So, I mean, Thorin's going to be a gigantic trampler next turn. Yeah, they're just dead. Yep. Alright, cool. Oh, boy. Alright, let's try it. I feel like we're probably just going to, like, removal, hopefully stick Thorin. Right? It's kind of what this is going to be. And Thorin's just going to be, you know, sitting there with shields down. At least we got a Lava Spur boots for the future, so that's nice. Alright, there's a Llanowar Elf. Just a Llanowar Elf, okay. Well, we would like to try to remove a Llanowar Elf. And nothing. How much do we want to commit to this then? Because I'm assuming you're holding a removal spell. Alderbert's a 3 though, right? I mean, you're also a 3 toughness, so it doesn't really change much. Alright. Just try to take advantage of our mana. Oh, they didn't have anything? I assumed they were sitting on a removal spell. Wow. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to decide which card was easier to give up, or which one we might need more later, actually. Oh, it's because of removal strategic betrayal. Well, that makes sense. Alright, well. Aldebert, you're the recipients of some nice damage. Or a nice boost, I should say, to deal damage. Here comes another strategic betrayal. Oh, is this weirdly an elf deck, but they kept a hand that only had removal and Llanowar Elf? I mean, I guess that could have happened. And there's an Ouroboros. Okay. Well, let's put some equipment on this here dude, and he's going to deal 5 to an Ouroboros. And then we're going to attack for lots many. All right, cool. Can we even actually keep this? I'm going to assume no, but we're going to. But if this ends up being a loss, I'll get it, right? Because we can't really play Cloud without another white land. And even if we do, Cloud just dies instantly. Especially when the opponent's playing black and doesn't do anything. Deep Cavern Bat. Yep. Well, we're going to lose the one thing we can actually play. Barring us drawing like a chainsaw or something. It's kind of the other reason you don't want to keep hands like this. Is something happens to the one creature, you're kind of toast. Alright. Well, we found Aldebert. I mean, we'll play it, but actually, maybe we don't. I think I'm going to wait. I mean, if they have another Deep Cavern Bat, so be it, I guess. But Unstoppable Slasher. That's fun. Alright. I figure this at least lets us try to protect Aldebert if we have to. Alright, we'll play the one time for the one time. Okay, well, they only had one thing to try to fight it, so that's good. Unholy Annex, okay. Huh. So now I'm just thinking about, oh, opponent, please attack. That would be crazy, but please do. If it's worth it for us to just equip the Leyline Axe, gain a bunch of life. We'll lose half our life, obviously. Like, we know that's a thing. But then, man, I don't even know. Yeah, I guess we try it, right? Because this equips for 3. We can still play a blocker. Yeah, let's go. Hopefully they'll block. I don't think they will. Well, you know, we could always have hopes and dreams, I guess. Yeah, exactly. There was no way we were going to get to keep it. Like, I knew that much. Like, that much I was pretty certain of, but that's fine. The question is just, can we survive multiple hits down our life total while attacking the opponent back? Right, they go to 10. Oh, no, they go to 13 and down to 11. Okay. So we could play Thorin and then do nothing. Well, no, we could still equip. Attack for 6, is it? Or we could play Iron Man armor, equip for free. No, I think we just do this. Go attacking. Oh, please block, opponent. I mean, we might still be dead, right? Because we'll take 2, 3, 4. So we go to 7, down to 3. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's less damage we take and less life they gain. So that's kind of beneficial. So I was thinking they just make the demon here. All right. So now we have real math to figure out. Because we take 3. We go to 8. We lose half, go to 4. We lose 2, go to 2. Then the opponent blocks. We can only get 4 in. All right. I guess we got to do the thing. Mostly because we force the opponent to have to block when we play the Iron Man armor. Well, welcome, Thorin. I mean, even without Iron Man armor, they're forced to block anyway, right? No, because they're at 9 now. Yeah, we can't win, actually. Dang it. Needed another land somewhere along the way. I mean, they block, obviously. We kind of just forced the issue. Oh, wait, I forgot. No, we don't have Death Touch on that. We just have Trample and First Strike. Is there a Worlds? Okay, well, now we're just dead. All right, GG's. We don't even have to play on. We're dead from there. Ooh, we got the creature half of the deck. Don't know if that's really going to do much with no equipment, but we have things we can cast, I guess. We'll see. I mean, maybe... God, I don't even know if it's going to be worth running just Thorin out there or not. Instinct says no, but actually because we got the tap land, we're definitely not. Oh, somebody has some burn spells. Yep. All right. We're going to go Thorn and attack. I mean, we're probably going to still take a crap ton of damage here. Wow, opponent's not doing anything? That's crazy. All right, I guess we're going to try to attack. So, I mean, what else are we going to do? I mean, why did... Okay, so you didn't kill anything. You didn't play Slick Shot. Are they just setting up to get us next turn? Because they could attack, pump, 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 fling. If so, do we think that number is higher than 21? Or 22? Because we can get to 23. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd only be... Oh, that'd be exactly 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, sure. Let's see what they want to do. All right. So they're going to get access to more cards. Here's a second Slick Shot. And an Emberheart Challenger. All right. I mean, I'm just playing the defense side. They didn't kill anything. I'm just going to try to gain 3 life and hope we're still alive at the end of all this mess. Because otherwise, they're just sitting to block, right? Yeah, they have to just be trying to go for it. We just have to hope they can't fling into a total that equals more than 22. All right, that's 20 exactly. They will do 22 after the fling. We will gain 3. Oh, man, this was... Oh, no, they just have a hired claw even. Oh, crap. Well, that didn't go how I thought that was going to at all. Well, now I think I just have to gain 3 to gain the 3. Like, that's... I thought they were going to go for it, and we could get them to commit the fling, and then whatever, but that didn't happen. Wow. Okay. That's something. The hell are we supposed to do now? I mean, play Thorin? Play it on one of these guys? I mean, we attack Thorin tramples for 1. That's 4. I guess it's 7 either way. All right, cool. Yeah, because that flies. This tramples if they block. So that'd be 6, 7. If they block the 2, they take 7. Yeah. Okay, weird. Yeah, it's still 7. That was a crazy game. In theory, had they actually had the fling, they would have been able to fling to 22 because it would have got another +2 and then they would have flung it. But we would have been able to gain 3 and go to 23. We would have been at 1 and then we would have been able to attack for lethal. So the thought and the plan was still correct. We just ended up not needing it, as strange as that was. But anyway, good win there. We'll take it. Nothing more to say to that one. No real creatures. Iron Man armor is kind of a creature. You know, I'll keep it. Let's just see what happens. I don't have much faith that it's going to go well, but hey, at least we have a chainsaw. Maybe we find something cheap to equip, you know. Ugh, no such luck. I think we just go with that for now. Mostly because there is a world, realistically, where we could possibly protect a creature. Well, there's a chainsaw. We're going to take 6 next turn when they play Corpses of the Lost. So just like, need to draw a body, basically. I mean, we can keep damage off us for a minute, but I don't want to take damage, but we might also need 4 mana next turn. So, tough choice. All right, so they didn't have Corpses of the Lost. That's nice. There's a Cecil. All right. We got our little dwarf guy. All right, all right. We're doing something here. What was that noise I just made? It sounded like a damn seal. Maybe I got that giddy. All right. Chainsaws up. I'm going to play the Mauler. I don't expect it to live. We get one shot at protecting it. The Requiting Hex, we have to fight off one of those, obviously. Oh, it's a stab even. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way we're getting to keep that. We tried our best. Did not work. Can we find another one by chance? Nope, we just have an erode. Huh. Alright, we go ahead and just play the Iron Man armor as is. I mean, we could always find something to just auto-equip some stuff right off the top, and that's a lot of damage next turn. So I don't hate it necessarily. But we have to top deck the thing here or it does nothing. Actually, if we top deck the Mountain Dwarf guy or whatever, then we just win. Because that'd be double strike plus all this extra damage. Alright, cool. Does this do it? I say that and then watch us be short. Math is for blockers. We're just getting it in there. Yeah. You did. And we get to double strike for 50. Oh, we don't have haste, though. Oh, no. That sucked. Yeah, we're just dead. All right. GG's. We didn't have a haste equipment out there. Okay, we're going to try to make a go of this. I mean, it'd be great if we found an untapped land. Untapped white land, specifically. Because if you don't say so, the deck will monkey's paw you and give you a land that's not the one you want. Well, didn't really matter, did it? Well, now we need any land, so we at least play Thor or the Iron Man armor. Okay. Iron Man armor, that's at least a thing, so that's good, I guess. Are we trying to fight against what the opponent's doing? I'm just trying to think, like, how much we're going to take next turn, what we're risking. I guess we attack? I don't love it, but maybe it's the right thing. I don't really know. I mean, there's a world where we can, like, equip, we can attack, we can gain 3. Maybe attack with the Iron Man armor alongside Thorin. I got no clue. We'll see. Oh. Okay. That kind of changes things a little bit. Wasn't expecting to see that card. Alright. Then what do we do? I guess we just equip? But to who? I mean, are we just blocking and trading? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's our best play? Alright, we pass. I mean, I'm likely giving up at least one of these creatures, if not both of them, on this combat, but don't feel like there's a lot I can do about it. Needed a second white mana, and it just did not show up. Okay, that's probably the best thing that could have happened there. Boy. All right, we pass. Because now I have to Restoration Magic, unfortunately. Much as I want to play Furion, I don't think that does enough. Yep. I mean, we still might just be dead anyway from prowess triggers or whatever, but if so, there's nothing we were going to do about it. All right. I mean, we do the only thing we can do. It's just, are we still dead is just the question. All right. That's a lot of damage. Is that it? Okay, I guess we're not dead. I mean, we're not really alive, but, you know, we're not dead. So there's that. Interesting. They didn't want to pay the 1 to get rid of that? Well, then they're just flinging that at us, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we're dead anyway. Sure. Keep it. We got the ley line axe, so let's try it. Save ourselves some damage. We at least have a chainsaw. I mean, this is kind of the downside sometimes of playing equipment, right? Is you just don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pass, because you got to get either enough equipment or enough things to put the equipment on, so that's the whole thing. This creature enters connive. Alright. Okay, we at least got a second dwarf, so I don't feel so upset and committed if one of them doesn't survive. And we'll just see what the opponent's up to. Some lands for our Gilgamesh would be sweet, though. Tiger reveals a number of hand equal to the number of creatures in your graveyard. Sure, take your pick. Interesting choice. And that's kind of it. Whenever it enters, target players who you choose. Oh, alright. Well, I mean, this can just still be removed easily anyway, but we're still going to do the thing. And then we're just going to play another one and attack for our double striking 8 power creature. Double striking trampling, actually, to be exact. I have no clue what the opponent's deck is. I guess it's just villains? Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, what else is this? It's mono black villains. Okay. I'm not going to attack with the other one because they block. Actually, it's still only 12. That's fine. I don't want to set myself up to get, like, strategic betrayal or something silly. Alright. Villainous Wrath. It happened anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because, of course... well, how many do you have to get on that? When you draw your second card each turn? Yeah, alright. Each turn create a 2-1, and then sacrifice it, you do control. Alright, sure. You got it. Yeah, let's just go with Fairy on here. Now it's just like, can we even keep a creature? There's Dr. Doom. They go to 1, so they're going to die to their own card at this point. Oh, well, this is going to have haste anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, equip everything up with Thorin. And then we'll take out some creature, because I don't think it really... Take out the one with the bigger defense, I guess. And then we're going to grow these chainsaws again. And then we're just going to attack, I guess. Because 13 double strike ends up winning when you're... That's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yep, that's going to more than do it. Though, looking back on it, if the opponent is leaning on, like, Dr. Doom and or maybe blinking this or something or whatever, then Villainous Wrath actually makes a little more sense in that deck, right? Because you have a way to make more bodies and whatever. And especially if these are, like, dying and making you more stuff, I can kind of see where they're going. So yeah, while this was interesting, I don't think this is near the final version of what this deck needs to look like. It's a little tough, right? Because I think it still needs... Like, right now, you're just weak to graveyard stuff. There's no... Unless you just get, like, the crazy draw to be able to just attack and outrace them, you don't really have anything, right? There's no good equipment that really deal with graveyards. So that's already one of the issues. I also feel like it's a weird situation because the deck almost needs more early removal for some of the small creatures. And you also want to protect your stuff because you don't have that many creatures of your own. The problem is, though, once you start adding more things like Restoration Magic, well, then now you have fewer equipment. And then you have all these creatures that want equipment. So I think we still need to figure out what the best version of this is. Maybe it's something that's just playing more like Samurai's Katana, which I think we only drew once in all those games. But maybe just more job select things that just make more bodies. I think that could be a deal. It's fine. Did it win? Yeah, but that's kind of all we can really say about it. I think it could be much better than it is. The other issue you have too is now you want to be playing early Dwarven Mauler, but you also want to be able to cast Cloud on too, right? So when you don't get any of your multi-lands, it feels kind of bad. We might need to be in a situation where we're playing more like starting towns or something potentially. The only downside to that is when you get to turns 4 or 5 and you want to like equip or cast a Gilgamesh or do whatever, it gets harder to do that. So there's a lot of levers that still need to be moved around on this deck. And I don't think it was bad by any stretch. Like, it was still fine, but I think it could be better. So I think we still need to work on that. There's also Freya Crescent we could play if we wanted to. It only lets us cast and activate equipment, but it is a flyer on our turns. So that's something you could think about if you're looking for something else to fill while you're trying to pick up some of these other cards. Maybe you're tied on wild cards or something for the time being. Could be a reasonable option. But yeah, like I said, I think just the biggest issue on this deck is figuring out the right levers and what they should be. Like, it has some potential really big turns, so I think the ceiling can be very high. The problem is, how often are we hitting the floor when we're doing these other things and setting up, and, you know, how hard is it to pick the right mulligan, you know, those types of things. So we can still figure this out. I don't know. I don't think it needs to lean on dwarves alone. I think there's a lot of other cool cards that fit. Either way, this list is going to be up over on Moxfield, so y'all can download it, try it, update your old equipment list if you want to. I do think, though, the blue getting to play the Thor is also very good. So that's something else we may have to explore in the future, bringing that deck back up and then just revamping it with this. Don't forget, if you want to save your $5 over at ManaPool and you want to check out a new site, go do that. Use the link in the description or in the pinned comment. You'll get some extra credit to spend over there, and you'll be supporting a cool site that supports the channel. So that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.